Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this will be no fun. I'm here at JMU at our football stadium, and it looks a lot different now than back when I played here over 30 years ago. This side right here was actually the big side of the bleachers, and of course, that side over there was a lot smaller. In fact, there were classrooms in there for military science. It was back here that I actually met Charles Haley. And Charles, at the time, we never thought that he would be a man that would end up with 5 Super Bowl rings and ended up being in the Hall of Fame. All we knew Charles as was a guy who loved to talk trash, loved to play spades, shoot pool, and hated to lose. He was tenacious, a little bit out of kilter, but somebody that you'd want on your side and would hate to play against him. So as I'm walking through here, over here is actually the entrance to where our locker rooms were, where we went into, of course. The great thing is we'd get dressed for practice. There used to be benches that were out here. Actually, we have some still over here. And so all of the ladies would be walking from Eagle Hall, 8 floors, up to the main campus, up the hill. So of course we would have a great time here, just, talking to the women, talking trash, and how you doing? And enjoying life before practice. But Charles was an incredible athlete. Charles at one time hit a guy so hard in practice he became a cheerleader. And that's a true story. Charles got hit in practice by a running back, got knocked down. Charles got up, dusted himself off, excuse me, and said, "I'm going to F you up." And on the very next play, hit him so hard that he was carried off in a stretcher, and they told him he could never play football again. Charles practiced as hard as he played in game days. Over here, this was our weight room, and I see it's still a strength and conditioning center here. And it's kind of cool because they say you can never go home again. But I remember lifting weights in there. It's kind of cool. So, Charles Haley, a man with 5 Super Bowl rings, a guy who worked with Joe Montana, Steve Young, and Troy Aikman. When he says that Dak Prescott reminds him of Joe Montana, not necessarily on the field, but his mentality. When he talks about him coming from nothing and becoming something, when you have basically nothing to lose. Excuse me again. Charles knows what it takes to be great. If Charles Haley believes in Dak Prescott and thinks that he's the real deal, and a guy who's played with 3 Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, I think you might want to take note. It's really cool to know that we used to practice out here on the field before the stadium was rebuilt. Up here on the hillside, that's where a lot of the students would watch the games drunk as hell. And it was a different time, a different place. I gotta tell you, there was nothing like going out on that field on Saturdays, and being part of football. A lot's changed since I've been here. 2 national championships, a lot of players that have made it to the NFL, especially one great one, Charles Haley. I'm Mark Holmes. It's Cowboy Joe Boo. And I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. This is the last Sunday before our team will be out on the field practicing. And I'm as excited as can be. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.